Hello everyone. This is week one, part two for our Python tutorial. Before I go to the part two slides, let me let's check the examples in our Athena. For example, the first one is Python variable. Let's see this part. First, in such case we're going to use notebooks like either Jupyter or Colab. Okay, so let's use Jupyter. Let's download first this one, and it's downloaded Python variable. So let's go to the Jupyter download option. Here is Python variable. Let's click this one and open. Let's see line by line. Okay, so here is the Python variable. We can select here farm. It's Python. This one is, I think. So here is, you can come here and select the types maybe. And then what is the instruction here? Python variables and data type. Okay, so there is some, what is the learning objective in this module? Just you're expected to know how to create variable using the PEP8 naming conventions, rules, okay, as we discussed last tutorial, and know what are the different data types are their characteristics. In this case, what's the variable, the rules of the variable, assigning the as a variable in Python, we use like letters, numbers, and underscore, right? But we're not use our variable starting with numbers, okay? But we can use numbers in the middle, in the end, whatever it is. But we should start our variable with letters or underscore. That's it, okay? And the variables in Python are very case sensitive. Just capital and small are totally different variables. So this PEP8 deals about this in data types. You can check it out. And so variables, as we have been discussing, it's a variable, it's an assignment, this is the value, we've been discussing this one. And let's look at some examples. For example, assign x to have a value 5. Just we have to interpret like this: x, assign x to have a value 5. X is the memory location and 5 is the value, okay? Equal sign is an assignment operator. Print this x means we can get what? 5, right? You can see 5. So like that, this is the multiple assignment variables in Python. So this is 3 variables in the left and 3 values in the right. So when we print A, it will be like 10.5. B, it will be 12. Okay, just respectively. Okay, so look at this. And assign, like we can use like letters as a variable, right? Initial var equal to 8. It's a variable. So another even number equal to initial. This is the another variable which has the value initial variable, initial var. Okay, this initial var is the variable in this case, but in this case is the value of it's the value of assigning even number. Okay, when what we expect here, print even number, will be what? Will be 8, right? It will be 8. So, and what about this? The current var print x and reassigning the value with this. It was like x is assigned here. Here x assigned, here is 5, right? In the above cell. But now we can reassign in Python case. Okay, reassign. We can update. So x equal to 13. Print x will be what? Will be 13, right? Yeah. See? So what is that? Yeah, this the first. Yeah, here is a 2 assignment. Let's make it like this. We can like make it comment. Okay, we can print this is 13, right? But if we print both, we can have 2 values, right? We can have 2 values. Okay. Huh. What the hell? X. 13, it's already updated with. Okay, let's run this one. The first x, let's run this cell. Is 5, and then let's go there. It's funny, right? Go there and print 513. Okay, it's memorized. It's memorized. Sometimes it's memorized like the previous one. Okay, so we should update the above cell. Okay, to get this result. And next one, let's identifying. Okay, identifying the what that ID, this built-in function, this ID will indicate the point, the location, like the pointer, right? It's a pointer. It's a pointer, specific location of the variable. Okay, the variable, or we can call it a memory pointer. Memory pointer. For example, y is 13. Print a memory address of x, and ID of x is like the address, not the value of x, because it's an ID function here. Okay, so we're gonna see memory of address of x is ID of x means the pointer, the memory pointer, not the value of x, not print like, look, in this case, see, we can see here like, okay, in this case we can print, we can see like the value, right? The value, it's not updated actually. Yeah, x, y is also 13, the value. But if we add an ID with an ID function, like type function, okay, type, within type function we can get the data type, okay, like that. Here's an identification, okay, the pointer, the memory pointer, okay, the memory pointer. Look at this. Here is x, this number is the memory location, the memory specific location for x variable to save the value 13. Okay, what about this one? The same value, because x and y are representing this same number, right? That means they are in the same locations. Okay, they are in the same locations. You can do like that. And come here and let's run this one. You can see, for example, x is equal to 5. That was x and y. In this case, x and y, the same 13, 13. Okay, that means x equal to y. X equal to y means they are in the same location, in the same memory point, in the same specific memory point. But in this case, x is equal to 5, so x is different from their memory address is different. Okay, x is another memory location, but y is also another memory locations. So memory allocation and memory pointer is totally different. Okay, so memory allocation, when the variable is declared in the Python, the interpreter allocates a section computer's memory to store data associated with the variable. Just storing the value is the location, okay, where the value of the variable is stored during the program's execution. But what is the pointer? Memory pointer, simple term, it's like an address label for allocated memory space. It indicates the memory space. These numbers are indicating memory space, not the memory allocation, the value, okay? Just a space where the variables put the value. X is 5 and y is 13. Okay, that's it. So for here is the variable, here is the memory allocation. Okay, memory allocation is here, the 5, and the memory space, this space indicated pointer. Okay, memory pointer. That's, we got here these numbers, this many digit numbers. That's the memory space, which our variable store the given value. Okay, our variable store the given values. The rule of assigning the variable we just seen here. Yeah, we saw this in the previous tutorial. And let's see, for example, let's run this. This is my var. This is like Pascal case variable, right? Let's make it run. It's fine, right? We can, yeah, we can print run, not print. Okay, let's print. Let's print. Yes, print. Okay, the variable. So okay, 8, right? So what about this camel case? This is small. This capital. This is my var, right? It's capital. This word is starting from capital. This word is also var is starting capital. So the first one is small. The other is capital. The word starts with capital. This is the camel. It's also fine. We can, yeah, we can see this one is a small t, so like 8, right? So this is snake case style for variable representation. This is my var. This is meaningful, I think. It's very readable. It's easy for communicating with other programmers. So yeah, it's fine. So we can represent also starting our variable with underscore. That's fine, okay? That's fine. So let's start here, print. This is my var, to make it easy, like so 8, it's fine. What about this one? This is also fine. Let's underscore is the variable. What is the print? Okay, that's fine. 8, yeah. This is my var 2. Yeah, we can make variable like this, print. Okay, this is letters and number. Come on. So yeah, that's fine. So the last one, what about this? This variable starts with number. Okay, let's see. Let's check it. Print. Okay. Run. Oh, look at this. Syntax error. Here is a syntax error. Look, this arrow indicates like this one, invalid decimal literal. You see, that means in Python case, variables are not gonna start with numbers. Okay, so it's syntax error. So we should change this variable maybe like this, okay, we can run this, we can get, yeah, fine. See, okay, data type. What about data type? Maybe, yeah, here is, yeah, integer, float, complex, string, boolean. Yeah, we've been covering this part in our previous tutorial. So here is, let's check how these data type are they float, integer, string, complex numbers. Like hello string is the variable with the value of this string. This is the string, right? It is a string with words, symbols, and space, like special character, blah blah. So print this one, hello string. Let's call this, yeah, hello string with this. Yeah, it's fine. Hello Python. It's immutable, right? As I told you, strings are immutable. Let's start to change. Here is the original string. This is the variable. Here is the value, string value. Modified string is equal to original string, this one. That means hello plus Python. We can access hello Python, right? Here is the variable. It will be represent this hello, and Python with this space is in this mode. When we call it modified string, print modified string, we can get hello Python. This case, hello, right? Let's make it run. Yeah, the first one is original string. This one, print this one is hello. Simple. Print the modified string. This original string means this variable. That means the value of hello. Bring hello here and add another string, space Python, space Python. Okay. And second one, Boolean. Boolean is like, here is comparison operators like equal, not equal, less than, greater than, less than or equal, greater than or equal operator. This is the logical operators. So let's do, what about this one? 5 less than 3. It's false, right? False. And 5 greater than 3 is true. And what about 1 plus 1 equal to 2? It's true, right? So what about this? Here is the two strings, apple and orange. These are strings, okay? Gus. It's false, right? Yeah, because their data types totally different, okay? Data types totally different, they're not equal. And not 1 plus 1 equal to this. What would be? 1 plus 1 is true, right? 2 is equal to 2. That's true. But not logical operation. It makes false, right? So this one, 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 is not equal to 2. That's false, right? It's equal. And apple not equal to orange. That's true, right? And 4 greater than 2. Definitely true. And this is like logical operator. In the case of AND logical operator, when will be true, the only true will be both sides is true, right? Here is true, here is false, so it's false, right? True and true, that's the only true in the end logical case. True and false, it's false, right? False and true, it's false. False and false, it's false. The only true when in the end logical case, is both sides is true, right? Both sides are true. And this case, greater than, this is in the OR case, here is OR logicals, right? All logical operations. In the OR case, when will be true? Just when will be false? Both are false. Otherwise, it will be true. True. It is true. Here is true. The only false is both sides. False or false is false. Okay. So here is one. Let's see examples. Okay. Let's see. Here is an example. Yeah. Here is an example. Let's download this part. What about this one? Casting variables to different. Yeah. Let's go there. Okay. Just wait. Yeah, it will pop up. Yeah. Here is casting. Casting. In the last tutorial we covered like casting, right? Changing data, variable type of variable, and then we will see, for example, int variable, it's 42, it's integer, right? String variable, when we type this, look, print type this means here is an integer, right? It will be integer. What about this one? String variable, here is hello world, it's a string, right? It's code in code, right? So it will be string. It's a float variable, 3.01. It makes float, right? 0.14. So when we print, it will be integer because of this type function, right? Let's see. Int, string, float. So this data is integer, this data is string, this data is floating. Okay. So there is specifying, converting, casting data types. Okay, let's see. Variable, data type, and value. These specifying data types, like we have to specify, we have to declare the variable. This is the integer variable. Int, look, it should be integer, but here is the float, right? The raw data is float, 3.14. So it should be integer, it should be 3, okay? And here is the float variable. Let's make it a float variable. It was like the original string, okay? It was string data, convert or cast to float, and it was string variable. Like here is an integer number, right? Make it string. So let's print this part. Print integer variable, this variable, and type this variable, and we will get, here is 3, right? So let's see. 3 is an integer, right? 3. It was like, look at it. It was a float. It was like string, okay? Now it's float. It was like integer, right? But now it's string. String, okay? Just a string. Quote in quote, okay? And the other converting data, like conversion. Like let's see. Here is the first. It is one integer, another second integer. Answer is like integer divided by like float division. 2 by 1, 5, like mean 10 divided by 5 means it will be 2, right? If it's integer, it will be 2. If it's float, it will be like 2.0, right? That's different data. Print integer 1, type integer 1 will be what? Integer. This will be integer. What about this one? The answer is also integer, right? Up. Float, right? Print the answer. Yeah, it's float. Why? It's yeah, it was like integer divided by integer, right? But the answer is float because Python is like that's why we said the previous time Python is dynamic, like making like float. Otherwise, we have to be declare, like specify. This one specify the data. We should have to like make it int. Okay, make it int. This part, like let's make it int. Okay. So make it int. So in this case, it will be integer. Otherwise, automatic is dynamic. That's why it makes float. Okay, it makes float. Now it's float. Okay, 2.0. But 2 is totally different from 2.0. Okay, so what is it's like implicit. We can call it implicit data type conversion. That's why converting. They are casting like specific data types, but it's implicitly, not explicitly. Okay, it's implicit. That's why it's dynamic. And the other casting, like look at here is the variable, and here is like a string, right? So the result will be float, and here is the float. The result will be an integer. Okay, it will be float means like 42.0. It will be like integer will be 3, right? So let's float type this one. Let's run this part and see the difference. Yeah, that's 42.0. It's float. Okay, it was like a string, right? But it changed not only, you know, convert string to integer, but automatically to float. Okay, 42.0. It's float. 3, it was float, right? It was string first, then this string changed float 3.14, and then this float changes to int like 3. Okay, integer result, like what about this result? Integer result, this one is like look, let's see what would be the result here. Print you know, the value error. Okay, look at this. Look at the error. It's a value error. Invalid literal for int with base 10. First, we should change this float. It's a string. Okay, it cannot change this string inside float number to directly to int. So we should change it like float first and then integer. Okay, we can look at this. So we can get 3 simply. Otherwise, there is an error. Okay, there is a value error. So yeah, this value occurs. The function Python design only convert a string that represent an integer, not floating point numbers. Okay, yeah, this very interesting. So in this case, we can change first float and then integer. Okay, and the other one is variable a and variable b. The variable a is like float data type. The variable b is a string, okay, not number. So we have to convert to perform mathematical operation this two variables. We should convert, yeah, we should cast our data. Okay, we should cast our data. So result variable a plus variable b. For addition of these two variables, we need to change this string to integer. Okay, so int variable b, float variable a. Variable float is same, right? Just simply float. It's already float. Okay, so int is fine. So we can get the result. Okay, so here is the float number. Here is, it will be integer, it will be float. So automatically it will be float number. Okay, it will be float number. Otherwise, we can change maybe this float into int. Okay, we can change this int. So we can get integer pure 128, okay, integer number, and then the data type is int, is the float, okay. But it's float. We can cancel this one even. We can cancel this one even and run. We have already the float number. We can get float, okay. Yeah, it's fine. We can get float. And mixing like variables, there is a float version, there is an integer, make it this float. Here is like string, right? So change to this, cast this string to float 42.42 and make it change int 42. Okay, so let's run this one. Yeah, 42 is int. In this case type integer version, and the second version is like simply float. Example 3, we can see total value here, total number in cent is like int, like total amount means like this variable, this one, times 100 means 4,256. Okay, it's already int. Okay, so the result will be an int. So simply it will be int automatically. We can cancel this one. Total, let's run. We can get, oh, look at this, we can get float. Okay, we can get float. It's a dynamic, right? We can get float. Why? Because it was float number times integer number. Automatically it just, yeah, it just print out float. Okay, but because this is like, what is that, conversion, right? This is conversion casting time, but that's why let's specify int. Let's specify it should be int. Just we should declare it should be int. That's all. Okay, and let's go to next one is like, here is a working through mathematical operation. Here is the introduction part to string. Yeah, let's see. Okay, yeah, I think it's awesome. Yeah, it was introduction to string. Let's go to here, Jupyter. Let's wait. What is the introduction string, right? It is the introduction string. Introduction string. Okay, always I'll make it always. Okay, here is like this introduction string, the learning objective in this example using Python, both single and double quote, to make a string. It shows like letters, numbers, symbols, spaces inside the string, okay, inside the string. And understanding positive, negative indexing, okay, negative indexing, we'll see that one. And immutability, immutability of strings. Strings are not immutable, right? Not immutable. We cannot change strings once we assigned, okay? So here is the data type, creating string variables. Like here is a single quote, like here is a variable, like single quote, quote in quote, single quote is a value. It is the variable, is the value, okay? So print string quote means like creating a string using a single, okay? So I think simple one, yeah, simple. And let's see the sequence. Strings are sequence of characters, right? It can be letters, it can be space, it can be symbols inside the single or double quote, okay? Hello world, hit the first character, 0, the index is 0, start in the positive index case, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's the index. In the negative side, -1, -2, -3, 4, and -5, okay? So that's it. So positive index, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, starts from 0. Negative index, it starts from -1 in the left side, okay? So my string, here is our first variable. The value is hello world string, okay? So let's access each character in this string. So first character or first car is like H, right? H. So in this case, take this variable and use square bracket. And we need like the first car, right? So, and put the index here, 0 index. It will be like H capital. What about this one? 1 is E, 2 L, 3 L, 4 is O, 5 is comma, 6 space, W is 7, just like that. -1 is like this exclamation mark. -2 is D. Okay? 12. Let's see. What about 12? Last car. 12. Okay? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? So let's print it. Print. Positive indexing. Let's print. See? The first car is H, second car is this one, last car steward is like, so we can print like other, first, like this, first car, second car, we can call it, okay? We can second car, right? It's okay. Second car, okay. Second car, let's give second car here. Let's put second car variable here. This way, this place, I think it's better. Second car, okay. Second car is like second car, my string, no, quote in quotes, 0, 1, right? Second car. Let's print it. Let's see. Second car is like second car, print second car, oh my goodness, second car is there. Okay, let's make third car. Let's make it third car. Third car. Word car, then print. Oh, there is some error here. Negative indexing. Okay, my string is not defined, so I just mistake there. Yeah, here is my string. I missed R here. So, and also the second card, the third card is like not 1 2, right? So okay, now it's fine. Positive index, first card is H, third card is L. Okay, we can add fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth car and then print that car, that variable, okay, in here, and then we can access each characters or each, yeah, character, yeah, simply each character in the string. Okay, an example in the negative side, we can start from, look at this, last car, my string is -1, second last -2, first car in the negative side -13. Okay, so our first car is like, what is that? Yeah, this one, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, the space, -8, -9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, last card is -13 in the negative index, negative side. Okay, same principle. They print that. So the last from the right, last card is exclamation mark, second last D, and then the first character, like 0 index in the positive, -30 in the negative. Okay, so we can access like that. So let's check the immutability. Like, as we've been discussed before, string is immutable. Okay, we cannot change the value H. This, like, for example, we assign original string variable, original string variable as a string value of hello world. It was like H is capital. Let's change H small. Okay, so the line below give an error. This original string, like 0 means the index 0. H is 0 index, right? The location of H is 0 with index. Then equal to this means this one assigned to this capital H assigned to small h. If it's immutable, that's fine, it will be changed, it will be H. But let's see. In the string case, type error. A string object does not support items assignment. That means a string does not support to change the value. We cannot change any value inside here. Okay, because it's a string. But if it's list, we can change. Okay, if it's list tuple data types, yeah, we will come to the one next. And the next one, original string, like here is hello. So new string, this original string plus the world. Yeah, I think we did this before. So hello world, it's fine. So when we want to change the string value, we're gonna reassign. Okay, reassign. It was like original string was the value of this string, but reassign again in the next cell. Original string equal to, just change. So Python allow us like changing the variable, at any time. So just updating. So after this, the original string value will be like small hello, print small hello, not the capital hello. In this case, it will be capital hello. Okay, when we print, it was like capital hello. Okay, but now it's small. And like that we can reassign here, yeah, print function. So let's see, print is a Python built-in function. It's a, yeah, we are just using this one. And so print hello means like, let's see, with the result hello Python. And in this case, let's see, this variable, name variable with Alex, age like simple integer number, age is like simply 25. Here is the variable because it's name, right? It's a name, so we should, it's letters, space, we should quote unquote either single or double quote. So we can print in here alias, this case 25. Okay, look at this. So, and the other multi-line text in Python, we can use multi-line text like with 3 quotes and 3 quote in here. It can be single or double 3 or double 3 here. This is a multiple. Here is like multi-line texting. Okay, multi-line, when we need a multi-line text, yeah, we should use this 3 like a single or double quote. Okay, so we can print this one and see what will be. This is the multi-line string. Okay, just this sentence. We can write a lot of sentence to print or execute in the Python. Our code we can use like quoting quotes, 3 single 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 and then 3 quotes. Okay, then we can write just paragraph, sentence, whatever. It's okay, just multi-line text. Okay, but in yeah, for example, if we need some in our code, yeah, we need some maybe explanations to understand for the other developers. Yeah, we can use multi-text to write some words. Okay, some words inside our program. Okay, so what are the special characters in Python? Yeah, there are some special characters we have to know for to write. For example, we need to write some new line. For example, look at this symbol using new line. Okay, this one is like tab, make space. Okay, like space, it's a tab. If we this one backslash, you can read this one, a single quote, double quote, we use this carriage return, just move cursors to the beginning. Okay, remove the preceding character, often used for editing, correcting, and a like the audible or visible alert effectively may vary across different platforms. Okay, and this one like octal representation, represent character using its octal value. So read this one and let's see, for example, print hello with new line. Okay, can you see the symbol, new line symbol? So hello, the first line, second line is world. Okay, yeah, hello world. Okay, if we cancel this one, the new line option, we can see just hello world in a single line. But if we need a new line, just we can write this one, so hello world. And this one tab like space, name, space John, new line, age, and this tab space 25. Okay, so see, name, here is the space, this symbol with this symbol, this space, this much space, and new line, age starts from a new line. Okay, and second one is like backlash. It's a backlash. This is the backlash. Okay, so if we wanna write this backlash, so we're gonna use this symbol. Okay, this symbol. And single quote, if we use single quotes, we use like this. Can you see single quote in hello? Look at this. This, not only the single quote like slash, forward slash, and this forward slash with quotes, okay? But this quote is coming from here, okay? So to quote in quote hello world, hello only, hello, this one we use like forward slash and this symbol, okay? And double quotes, we can use double quote like she exclaimed wow. Wow should be in double quote. Look at this part, okay? Look at this part. Forward slash double quote. It was forward slash single quote, forward slash single quote to make this part string or in quotes, okay? Look at this, wow, quote in quote. And what about this are, look at this. This is text. Overwrite. This is text. Let's see what's our, yeah, carriage return. Move the cursor to the beginning. See? Move the cursor to the beginning, okay? Move the cursor to the beginning here. You can see the definition. Beginning the line without advancing to the next line. Useful for overriding or modifying existing texts, okay? Yeah, this is the advantage for forward slash with R. What about forward slash with B, backslash, remove this, okay? Remove this. That means backslash this B indicates like cancelling E, okay? Cancelled E, backslash, back to delete, okay? Backslash. But this other case like forward, delete all at the back, okay? This one, overwriting this part, there was a word sentence in here, just delete, and then just only the output displays after this forward backslash R. This is text. But in this case, like backslash with single letter, single character, okay? Backspace, like we use a backspace, okay? We use a backspace. And the third, let's see, like this is the an alert. I mean, like, let's check forward back slash with A, produce an audible, visible alert. Its effectiveness may vary across different platforms, okay? Yeah, that's great. That's great. So we can use like that. We can use, for example, if we have some alerts, we need to alert. Okay, this is an alert. Okay, and the second one, next one is octal representation. Octal representation. Look at this. Octal representation means here is like 1 and 0, right? Ones and zeros. Here is a binary. So to represent this number with octal, okay, with letter H. This means his machine language, right? His human language, H. So H represents this, or this will be changed to H. So in this case, we can say octal. For example, let's change, for example, this one is 1, okay? 1, 1, 1, 1 is representing what? I, right? What about 101 representing in octal? Oh, no, it's this. Yep. Come on. So what about this one is representing octal A, right? So we can change binary to octal, okay, in this. And another, here is string indexing, challenge string. Python is awesome. So your solution is here. Let's see. It is like, what is that? The challenge, let's read the inside. Give the string below, perform the following tasks. Print the third character of the string using positive index, print the last character of string using negative index. Okay, let's see. So print, yeah, we have to print the, just call the variable. Yeah, here is the variable. Bring the variable here, and then what? Yes, here is the square bracket. So it was like print the third character, third, 0, 1 with index, right? 0, 1, 2, right? Here is 2, third character is like T, and print, 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 print like, okay, what is that? Print the last character. Last character means like with using negative index, -1, right? -1, and print substring that includes substring, just slicing, right? It includes character from index 6 up to index 10. It's inclusive, inclusive 10. So let's count. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is right. I. Then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, including 10e. That means if we need including 10, we should make 6 up to 11, right? 6 up to 11. Print. I think there's something. There's something. Print. Yeah. Here is. Okay, was 6 up to 11. Okay, including, it says including 10 is inclusive, so the 10th E is inclusive, so we need like is, are we, is a we. Okay, so let's make it run. I think there is some invalid syntax, perhaps forgot comma, or let's check. What is that? What is the problem? C, challenge string. Print, what is that? I think print 51. What is in 51? Line 3. Print character. Solution is here actually. Print challenge string 2. Yeah, it's good, right? Maybe print print challenge string. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, there is. Yeah, I didn't close this. Yeah, that's right. Okay, close this part. I forgot this one. Close the comma. Yeah, and run. Yeah, that's fine. So in this case, print the third character of the string is T, the last character is like exclamation mark, and the slice part from the characters from 6 to 10, inclusive 10 is like is AWE, right? So we can run this and check here. Okay, yeah, it's same, right? Same. And string concatenation. String concatenation means like, yeah, here is, look, concatenate this string, here is one variable and another variable, the value of programming, the value of is fun with space. So let's make it like string result equal to, simply to make life easy, come on, okay, plus stu, right? And print result, right? Result, let's see, yeah, let's see the value. Programming is fun, see, programming space is space fun. This space, both the spaces are in here in string 2, right? String 2. Otherwise, if there is no space here, look at this, there is no space here, look at the result, it will be like merge this programming is, okay, so this space is count in the string, okay, in the string, that's why it's meaningful, programming is fun. And so I think here is the solution, okay, here is the solution, yeah, programming is fun, okay, like that. Let's go to next part. Yeah, we should finish today. Okay, string, let's download this one, string manipulation techniques. Yeah, let's see string manipulation technique, okay, string manipulation technique. So it's downloading. So string manipulation technique, go here, string manipulation technique, yeah, let's come in, string manipulation technique, string manipulation technique. So this string concatenation is like, it's a process to combine two or more strings into a single string, right? That's concatenation. In Python, like adding operation is used for concatenation. When we use plus operator with two strings, they're joined together, okay? Join together. So make it always here. Go here. Look at this concatenation. This is the first variable, second variable. Let's concatenate hello world together. Look, string 1 plus, it should be, this space is necessary, otherwise there will be like connect together without any space. So now this space will be appear in between hello and the world, okay? Hello world, this space. Let's change, let's remove this space. Let's see what will be the result. Yeah, it's just hello world together, okay? Hello world together. So we need like this space, okay? This space to get a meaningful like hello world. And here is like concatenation, replication. Yeah, let's replicate, means repeat one character, one string, just multiple times. For example, in this case, we use multiplication for replicating strings. Here is a Python. So let's multiply, here is a string, right? Here is the string for this original string variable value. So let's multiply this Python word, just a string word, with 3 times. Means like it will repeat, not like a simple, even if sometimes it will be number, like it's not gonna be like multiply that number exactly because it's a string, right? But it's multiply 3 times and concatenate. Okay, let's see. Replicate. So this replicate is another variable, which like this variable or this value times 3. Let's see. You see Python, Python, Python. No space. Okay, just replicate 3 times. Let's change, this one is 10. Okay, 10. Let's see, 10 times Python. Python, 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 Python. Okay, and slicing. Python text slicing, as we have seen before. Python is an amazing, like here is the string for this variable, this text variable. So substring, we can take like slicing Python only or is only or amazing only. Let's take substring or slicing of some part from this text variable from 0 up to 6 index. From 0 means like this, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, because 6 not included here. So it will be print Python. Okay, it will be print Python. Python, right? Let's change. Let's get amazing. Amazing in this case. So here is 6, right? 6 is here. 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's start from here. 10. 10 up to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It should be included. G should be inclusive, right? 17, like make it 18. Okay, so print. You can get amazing, the word amazing, right? You can make it slice like that. And let's slice like is. It was 7, it was 8 up to is 9 index, so it should be inclusive, so make it 10. We can get is, right? Huh. Yeah, it's 7. It should be 7. Okay, it should be 7. Is, right? Because 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 8, 7, yeah, not 8. It's just okay. And from like making slice from the negative side, let's start from here. Negative. Let's start from -7. Okay, -1 in the right side from G. -2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Amazing, right? It's amazing. Oh, -1. G is not included here. Can you see? G is not included. So let's include by -2, right? -2. Oh my goodness, -2 is towards left, right? Yeah, it's impossible, I think. Yeah, exactly. Amazing. Because this is not inclusive, okay? So if we make it 0, it will go to the positive index, okay? The positive index. So the index -1 corresponds to the last character G in amazing. Index 7 corresponds to the character A. When we slice the string, we included the character index 7, exclude the character -1. Therefore, we get the substring amazing. See, not including G. To include the last character G, we can modify the slice up to infinite, just infinite. That's awesome. Okay, I was forgot this one. And amazing, right? So if we include all in all, like Python is an amazing, all in all, just infinite in the left, infinite in the right. Okay, let's start from here. Here is -7, -8, -9, -10, -11, -11. Let's print this one. Python, right? From negative up to positive infinite. So if in this case, with that, yeah, it was like -7 up to -1, right? The first case, -1. So to include this part, we should be just make it like this, okay? Infinite. In the right, if we need to like print all values like this, okay? Just all. If we need slice, yeah, we need like initial and end points, whether in the positive indexing or negative indexing, okay? Yeah, it's very interesting. There are some built-in string methods like upper, we use like to make uppercase. To make uppercase, yeah, we could use upper, okay? This upper method transforms all characters in a string to uppercase. It's immutable, as we have been discussing, it's immutable, but we can change in the uppercase, okay? So here is hello world, it is all small, but the variable dot upper, we use this upper, we can get hello world, we can change all. To make small, this H and W is capital, we can use dot lower, okay? Lower method to change all H and W is lower. Capitalize, the same principle. We use variable dot capitalize with empty parenthesis. We can get the first, here is H capital, W is small, okay? The first letter. And strip method is used to remove the leading or the trail, the beginning or the end white spaces. You know, here is, for example, when we write something, there was a space in the string. If we think this space is not needed, we use like strip, cut out this unnecessary part, okay? From the beginning to the also the end, not the middle, okay? Just only the beginning and the end. This we should, because this free space will be counted in the string, okay? So we should cut out with this string